Welcome to the channel. Can you believe it? It's already December 5th. First week is gone already. And how did you do this week in the stock market? Let me know if you made some money by leaving an M down in the comments below. That way, I and everyone that watches this video can see that you did well this week. Now, what is next week to come? In my opinion, I think it's going to be a rocky December, but I believe there's going to be opportunity. In my opinion, also, I think in 2026 is going to be a strong year for the stock market. A lot of analysts has been coming out; they're predicting a positive 26, and one of the reason is rate cuts. Today, the PCE report came out Friday, better than expected. And unfortunately, the job data is not good news because we don't, I don't want anyone to lose their job, but the job market weakening, unemployment going up, companies increasing their layoffs, things like that, that's going to give reasons for the Feds to cut next week. And if we get that rate cut, the 25 basis point, I believe that's what the market needs to continue to move up. And if we continue to cut rates in 2026, which right now that's the prediction, I think that's going to eventually help the economy, right? Because the Feds, let's face it, they're not going to cut rates if there's no need. If companies are not, cutting back, if unemployment's not ticking up, if inflation's not at 2%, the Feds are not just, they're not going to cut rates. They need a reason. So if unemployment's increasing, companies are, laying people off, those are reasons we're going to need something for the rates to go down. And then when rates do go down, it's going to give an opportunity for people, you and I, and companies to be able to borrow money and invest and grow. And then consumers, they're going to be able to buy cars and things like that easier because the cost of borrow money will go down. And we need that to happen with everything right now at all-time highs. We need the economy needs some help and we need those rate cuts. So hopefully that's what we do get next week. And I believe in 2026 we'll get more of that, meaning you want to look for opportunities in some of these pullbacks. Some of these stocks in December are not going to be this price in 2026. They're going to be higher. Now, that's just my opinion, and I'm sharing my opinion. I'm not a professional financial advisor. I do have to put that out there. So I can't tell you what to buy, hold, or sell. And you have to understand investing carries risk. But I am here to share stocks that I'm looking at and just sharing my views right now with the market, which is what I'm doing. Now, a stock, and I'm not going to talk about just one, two stocks. I'm just going to make this a short video because this is coming out Saturday, it's the weekend. But Big Bear AI. Now, some of you that may be watching this video might have got Big Bear AI when it was trading under $3 a share. If any of you Big Bear AI shareholders got in under $3, let me know down in the comments below. Unfortunately for me, I was not aware of Big Bear AI when it was under $3. So unfortunately, I missed that bus. I didn't get it at that price point. But I believe, even though at the price that it's at right now, $6.80, actually, what is let me see the exact number it closed at. I know it was $6.80 something, but I can pull up $6.82 is what it closed at. If you've been following it this week, you'll see that in December it went so far in December it passed 7. It was under 6. And that's the entry point I like. I like it under 6. I want to increase my position size if this thing pulls back under 6. So that's what I'm going to be looking for Big Bear AI. I believe this thing in 2026 will go back to its 52-week high of $10 a share. Reason, it beat Q3 earnings, it beat expectations. If you've been following Big Bear AI, you know when it comes to earnings, they've been disappointing. Finally, they didn't, right? That's a good sign. Also, they just acquired a company, Sage. Hopefully, I said that right. And they believe that's going to increase its revenue by 25 million. So right there, increasing revenue, that's a good sign. Also, in 2025, it landed a lot of government contracts, which I believe is going to continue to help it grow into 2026. So this company is definitely a small cap, but it's showing signs of growth. And that's what you want to look. You want to see, hey, how's it doing on their earnings? It's showing improvement. It's showing growth. It's landing contracts. Also, institution, big money. some institutions have invested in BBAI. They put big money into it. So that means they believe in this company. They see this company going somewhere. So I believe this is a growing company. I believe this is not going to stay at the price level that it's at. I believe this is going to move up, and you want to look for some pullbacks to see if you can get at a good entry point. Now, that's just my opinion. Another one that I actually been making money all year with is SERV Robotics, ticker symbol SERV. This thing is a mover, believe it or not. It went all the way up. At one point, it was at $18. Then it diluted shares. It pulled down. Then the market started to pull back in November, and it went all the way under $9. Great opportunity if you weren't in it to get some shares. I re-entered SERV Robotics under 9. I bought some shares under 10. And now what I'm doing is I'm waiting for it to have a pullback because this thing has run past $13. It moved a lot this week. And some of you may be wondering, well, why is SERV Robotics moving? And actually, it was just some news that, let me see here. Yeah, it was just some news that came like from the White House. Let me see here. Yeah. So investors have a growing optimism for robotics and automation. Recent news that the US government may support robotics. That news came out and sent the stock flying. But this is not the, if this was the only reason why, I wouldn't buy SERV Robotics. The reason I like SERV Robotics is Q3 earnings, in my opinion, wasn't bad. It was mixed. I will let you know it was mixed, but it shows strong revenue growth. Also, I had new partnerships. I had a partnership with DoorDash. It has a partnership with Uber Eats. Okay, so and the CEO of the company gave good forward guidance of 2026 that they are continuing to plan growth in entering new cities and launching more robotics. All those signs to me show growth. It's a small cap company, but its revenues increasing, it's getting new contracts, it's entering new cities, it's getting more robots out there. That's what you want to look for. Companies that are the future, companies that you can see on their earnings that the revenue's going up, that the CEO is giving that forward guidance, that they plan to continue to grow new big partnerships with DoorDash, Uber. These are big companies. These are successful companies. So this is great that's doing these partnerships. And then on top of that, we're getting news from the US government that they support robotics. That's a positive sign, especially into the future. Right now, at the $13 range, would I be buying? No. But what I would be doing is looking for a pullback. If this thing gets under $11, even in the tens, I wouldn't mind adding some shares into that. If it goes under 10, I would definitely buy even heavier. Now, that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think. Do you agree or disagree with me? If you enjoyed the video, smash the like button. Also, in the description box, go ahead and check out that link I have there. I started a Patreon where you can ask me directly any questions, where I'm going to be sharing stocks that I'm buying, when I buy them, at what price I got into them, and when I sell them. So if you want to see what I'm doing, I'm going to be sharing that with you. And then the opportunity also is we're going to have like-minded people. We're going to be sharing about stocks that we come across, stocks that we're investing in. So it's an environment where you can learn about companies that you may have not learned you know, out in the world with a lot of people. Let's face it, you're not talking stocks about. A lot of people don't want to invest in the stock market. They're scared about it. So it's good to be in an environment with like-minded people where we're investing in the stock market. We're sharing our success. We're sharing, things that we did that may have not showed us success, and hopefully to help you prevent those mistakes. So if you want to be in a community with like-minded people where we're talking about what we're doing and things like that, or you want to ask me any questions, think about joining that Patreon. Also, if you haven't done so, please consider subscribing to the page. That really helps out the channel. Don't forget to smash the like button. I appreciate your time and you watching, and I'll see you on the next one.